that I would say a little high to the digital world. I feel like I've been spending a little less time on there, at least sitting down in front of a computer, which is nice, and I'm beginning to expand again from where I've been. And I just got home from a beautiful walk into around the streets in my neighborhood and into a park. And on my way in my walk, I saw one of these guys. They're actually just a leaf and seeds that grow off of a tree. There's a lot of them around here. I don't know what type of tree it is, but it got me thinking that with the vegetable world and the plant kingdom, everything that they experience during their lifetime, whether it's a tree or a plant, they learn about their environment. And so when they release their seeds and that seed grows later, then it carries new information, new genetic codes or activated codes in their DNA of the plant so that it can express those higher adaptive qualities in the time that follows. So that's something they told me, which was interesting. I also did a little bit of jogging on my walk, and I'm in the city in Brampton, and I really felt the pollution in the air. And I hadn't jogged in a while, so now that I just did it, I felt like a really strong whiffs with deeper inhales of like the pollution that's actually in the air, and it's really unpleasant. And I didn't actually realize and have an awareness of that before how bad it was. So my suggestion for people in the city, don't run or jog in the city because that pollution that you're going to inhale more of with more breath, deeper breaths and quicker breaths, that's going to really toxify up your lungs and who knows what else. So go in a dense park away from the city and do your jogging there. Anyway, suggestion. I also realized that I've had a lacking in mental clarity, and one of the reasons for that is not enough movement either. So the walks that I did today, that included walking, staying at a park and doing some exercises and stretching, and also a little bit of weight bearing with my own body. Doing that kind of activity just gets blood and circulation to move to everywhere that needs to go, and in my case especially the brain. And I noticed that there's a lot more precision thinking ability that comes along when you're getting enough oxygenation to the brain. So movement is really important. And also in lieu of that, I feel like I'm getting myself closer to living like a hermit. This room here that is my entertainment space for myself is also where I sleep, and I don't use a bed. I use sort of like a bench, but it's got padding on it. And then over time, I've just added more and more layers that like yoga mats to keep things from shifting, blankets, and spongy padding. And it's like a bed. I can sit on here, I can meditate on here, I can lay down and sleep on here. And just like getting myself more comfortable with being able to potentially move, travel, I don't know where, but just kind of follow that heart's calling that I'm feeling and be okay with not having the familiarity of home and all the creature comforts that I have here. In fact, I'm doing some huge lessons in terms of learning to let things go, because the less things I have, the more I get to know the true me, and that's becoming more and more important for me. And yeah, so because of where I'm at these days, friendships for me, I don't even know how to define them. I have people that I hang out with just once. I have people that I hang out with repeatedly, but like sometimes weeks apart or months apart. It's really, and a lot of online communication as well. It feels like it's a weird way to have relationships, and I feel a longing for community, which is where the whole nomadic thing comes along. Me wanting to be part of an intentional community sooner rather than later, I think, and have everybody learn from each other and everybody contribute to help each other with their things. So I'm looking for the one that's gonna call me to it, and I take off and just drop everything. That's one strong possibility for me. And also, if I had to do these things all on a sticky note, which I learned from my buddy yesterday, that he just keeps, for each of his days, sometimes for the week, sticky notes on his computer, on his desk, everywhere, of things to do. That way it's always in front of you, and this will get you to stay on track to do what you need to do. This is a great way to manage goals. And I'm so glad I've done this, because I've gotten a lot done these last 3 days just because of plastering sticky notes. Awesome method. Anyways, I'm done for now. It was a pleasure connecting with myself and you. Thank you.